What's up, you guys? Chet-Guthrie, the Dream Poet here, coming to you all from the town square of Murphy, North Carolina. Now, today, you guys, since it is Native American Heritage Month, I figured we would talk about a more mysterious race. Now, this is a story told from early explorers, as well as the Cherokee Nation itself. Many, many moons ago, it is often said that the Cherokee were at war with a mysterious race of people. These people, they were fair-skinned, they had beards, but probably the most distinguishing part about them is they had icy blue eyes. Now, these people, these Native Americans, they would only come out at night, mainly because the moonlight would affect their eyes. Now, this is the story of the Moon-eyed people. Although there are some mysteries behind who they could have been, one example is that they could have even been descendants of Welsh explorers. You see, Prince Maddox of Wales, back during the would have been the 1100s, he sets off and he arrives at what will one day become present-day Mobile, Alabama. He is so enthused about this new land that he returns back to Wales and he gathers 60 more ships. Now, during this time, he and his brothers are at war because his father has passed away and someone is trying to figure out who will take the throne. Now, instead of staying here, or I should say, instead of staying in Wales, Maddox, he and his explorers, they set off and they are never heard from again. Now, fast forward a couple of hundred years later, pardon me, there is a Welsh preacher, a Welsh pastor, if you will. He is trying to spread the good word of the Lord in this area. However, he has come into contact with some Indians. Now, these Indians, they will almost kill him. But as he is there, he says it in Welsh, my God, did I really live through this in order to die like a dog? Well, as this is said, one man comes through the crowd. He's small, he's short, he's got a beard, he's fair-skinned, but again, he has these very strange glassy white eyes, and he says, no, you will not die today. However, he says it in Welsh. This is why some people believe that even the Moon-eyed people could have even been Welsh. Now, today there are two pieces of great evidence that suggest the existence of the Moon-eyed people. One is here in the Cherokee Historical Museum in Murphy, North Carolina, and we managed to get here right as it was closing time. We got an hour and a half, so we're gonna head on in there and we're gonna check it out. So without further ado, you guys, anchor down. But real quick, check this out. This is Nuvasagali, Cherokee for stone turtle. Now, this was found 4 miles west of Murphy. But check this out. This is carved in soapstone by what is quoted as ancient man. It is a turtle. Could it have been the mysterious Moon-eyed people? Or was it the Cherokee being artistic? Or maybe even the Mississippian people? You can see it carved right here. See the leg right there. And there are cracks on the top of the head. Now, you guys, let's go in, shall we? Before we see the first relic, I wanted to show you all this real quick. This is called sterilite. However, the story behind these is very fascinating. Now, some believers in the Cherokee Nation believe these to be fairy crosses. There is a Cherokee belief that these stones were made by fairies, a group of people that only stood about 2 feet tall. But there is another story associated with it, that when America was being colonized and the gospel of Jesus Christ was being preached, the Cherokee did not like how it was being preached. However, when things were being translated over and the Cherokee heard the gospel of Jesus and his crucifixion, their tears became stone crosses. What we came down here to see, y'all, is in the basement of this museum something that greatly suggests the existence of the Mooneyed people, other than what I'm about to show you all later on in this vlog today. Here in this giant stone box, well, not stone box, but glass case, this is a giant stone effigy that was found a few miles away from Murphy. It was transferred here, but many people believe that this was made by the Mooneyed people because the look in their face, the pale skin, the pale structure, all of this was based on this. And really, not a whole lot other than is known about this statue, other than this talks a little more about it. And anyway, these symbols, this kind of tells more about it. We'll look at that later on. And here's more newspaper clippings on it. And actually, at one point, my all-time favorite vlogger, Jacob the Carpetbagger, in one of his early vlogs, he actually came here. And to give you an example on how big this thing is, this is me standing right here, and it stands probably a good 4 or 5 feet. This is a very, very large statue. Here in the museum, they do have a lot of other artifacts, such as these molds right here, and that giant stone right there. Even medicine pipes, what have you, ceremonial pipes right here. And we'll check out a little more. Looks like this bowl is original, made from the Cherokee Nation. So everything downstairs in here, this is all, these are all artifacts from the Cherokee Nation. You even have that. That is really cool. That looks like that could seriously hurt somebody. And they even have a picture of Judaculla Rock. Now, I did a vlog on Judaculla Rock. I'll put it in the links below. But anyway, you guys, we're going to head to our next location. Now, this is an actual fortification. This was a fort that sits on top of a mountain in Georgia, about only maybe 30-45 minutes from here. It's not that bad. So, without further ado, you guys, we're going to get down there. Up here on Fort Mountain, just as this marker talks about, that just beyond this point is a mysterious stone fort. Now, many people believe that this fort was indeed constructed by the Mooneyed people. So, we are about an hour and a half away from the first piece of evidence, which was the statue in Murphy County, or Murphy, North Carolina. So we are going to check out this mystery. The trail to the north of this site leads to the mysterious and prehistoric wall of the loose rocks from which Fort Mountain takes its name. Many generations of explorers, archaeologists, geologists, historians, and sightseers have wondered about the identity of the unknown builders and the purpose of their handiwork. From the brink of a cliff on the cast side of the mountain, the wall extends 885 feet, another principal on the west side, and its highest pair measure from 7 feet above. Generally, it rises to a height of about 2 to 3 feet. There are 29 pits scattered fairly regularly across the wall, with the ruins of a gateway at one point. Some people believe that this fort was the last great stronghold of the Mooneyed people when they were at war with the Cherokee Nation. Now I find it very interesting that these two artifacts, or one being ruins and the other the statue, I find it very interesting that both these pieces of history are so close to one another, like only about an hour, hour and a half. So it just makes you wonder, was there really a Moon-eyed people? I think we're getting really close to it now, or maybe we're on top of it. Some people, or some archaeologists and historians, say that there was an original entrance to the fort, like kind of like Old Stone Fort in Tennessee. But as we're walking, just think, during the days before Europeans had ever come here, the Cherokee were at war with a mysterious race of people they called the Moon-eyed people. I'm not sure how well my GoPro will translate this over onto YouTube, but this is one of those dips that that archaeological marker was talking about. Gotta see it, like starts right up there, then it kind of comes down, dips. Anyway, that's what we want to look for. And if y'all haven't kept up with me long, within the last few vlogs, I've had the crud last few, about the last week or so, so it feels good to get my lungs, the rest of my body in shape again. Plus, it just feels great to just get out. Plus, I'm whooped. Whew. I think they're handling it way better than I am. It sucks to be fat. Now, if you want to know more about the fire tower, which is that right there, this it was built by the Civilian Conservation Corps back in 1933. But the reason for this fire tower was because in 1910, excuse me, there was a wildfire known as the Big Blow Up that was about the size of Connecticut. But this just kind of shows them renovating the fire tower. I kind of wish we could go up in there, but the doors are locked. But it might give us a better idea of where the rest of this wall is. We're gonna find out anyway. Oh, darn it. Wonder what's in here. Probably nothing. Yeah, nothing. Looks like broken glass, but still nothing. Well, this is very fortunate. Looks like I don't have to walk all the way uphill and downhill again. Looks like it goes straight back to the parking lot. And this is what we came to see. The stone fort. Here, etched in this marker, is the legend of the Moon-eyed people. Now, this is what was believed to be a fortification built by the Moon-eyed people. This is one version of the story. The Moon-eyed built the wall in defense of an ongoing war with the Cherokee Indians. The Cherokees, knowing that the Moon-eyed were unable to see during certain phases of the moon, attacked under a full moon. This blinded the Moon-eyed people and allowed the Cherokees to drive them from their homes and hiding in the underground. And then you have a second version. The Creek Indians were the ones who had an ongoing war with the Moon-eyed people and drove them into hiding. This is a kind of like a map of what the wall looks like. Some examples, Track Rock Gap is one of them, another in Murray County. But after we have looked at these markings, let's check out the fort itself. Here it is. This is what we came here to see, and it is this big giant wall that nobody knew who actually built it Some people suggest that it might have even been the Spanish by Hernando de Soto, and when his men came here trouncing through the unknown in America. But really, nobody really knows. So I mean, I imagine before there was anyone here, I imagine a great war with the Cherokee fighting with these mysterious albino skinned people, fair skinned, almost looking as if to be white man, coming and attacking them. This wall is absolutely incredible. Now there is some theory that suggests that even this old fort, it may have actually even been built by a Scottish immigrants, like pre-Columbian, who came here. I forgot the name of the king or the royalty that came out here, but because there was one historical account that I think it was the Spanish. Dude, check that out. Look how it curves like that. That the Spanish were, or it was another explorer, he was about to be headed, but it was all stopped by this mysterious man, this mysterious tribe that were all white. And I think maybe one account said they spoke a mysterious form of what almost sounded to be like, I think it was like Scotch Irish, or so some people even believe that the Mooneyed people probably weren't even Native American at the time. They might have been Scottish settlers that left. I mean, it's a really interesting thing to think about, but this just goes on forever. So who knows, maybe even it was used by the Cherokee as well. Check out how that rock is put together. I mean, it's crazy to think that all this is out here and it's on top of a mountain in North Georgia. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? I mean, because this fortification, I mean, it just keeps going on too. Wish I could go back in time. Just check out how all that comes together. I mean, I would love to know who constructed this wall, this fort. And who knows? Like, even for example, who created that statue? That's what I want to know. I mean, I don't really know. Well, that's neat. It just keeps going on into the, keeps going on in. It looks like we're getting back to where we started, to the entrance of the fort. Dude, this is cool. This is something that you would probably see, and something that's otherworldly, something that you'd probably see like in South America, but no, it's here in North Georgia. All of this, it's right under our noses. And you gotta think, who must have walked that original doorway? It just makes you wonder. You know what, there's even another marker here. The ancient stone fortification, 885 feet in length, in the land on the crest of this mountain, 2,832 feet above sea level, was given the state of Georgia for the establishment of Fort Mountain State Park by Ivan Allen, public-spirited citizen of Georgia, 1934. So, with the contributions of Ivan Allen, this great mystery that sits here on the mountain was safe. That is really cool. And you know, I mean, I'm glad that I got to come out here and see this. This is absolutely amazing. I'm glad that I did this video. This is something I've been wanting to do since Native American Heritage Month happened this month in November, because every time I hear the story about the Moon-eyed people, it just makes me think, what were the people here that came before? Who were they? You know, I mean, the Cherokee have only been in this area for about they were in this area for about 1,000 years, right after the Mississippian people. But who were the Moon-eyed people? I don't really know. But anyway, guys, this is going to be another vlog. Remember, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. Always means a lot. Goes to show that y'all care and that y'all want to see more awesome videos. So without further ado, you guys, vlog over.